most scared?
Spending the night in jail for 4 nights.
4 nights?
4 nights. At 850 Bryant, Octagon, violent crimes.
What happened?
We had 9 guys who had apparently hit 3 other bars and were coming down the street. We didn't get the phone call. Usually if they have bad players, or bad actors as we call them at a bar, you call the next bars and say, these guys can't come in, so you can try to shoot them out of town. We had 9 guys. They're all from San Jose. They were wearing loafers, khakis, plaids, flat tops, and they looked like wrestlers and rich kids. They're coming to the mission to be tough guys, right? Coming to the city to go to the bad neighborhood where you might get in a fight.
Yeah.
And they were looking to fight. They went there to fight. So they'd gotten kicked out of 3 bars for trying to start fights. Walk into our bar. I'm getting off work, so I walk to the front of the bar, sit at one of the booths, shot beer, right? It's 9 o'clock, 9:30. Bar's getting pretty full though. And these guys, so I finish my shot, and I put it on the bar, and I turn around, and they're gathered around my table. Like, oh, that's my beer, buddy. So I was just sitting right there. I don't know these guys. I'm cordial as can be. I'm a bartender at this bar, you know?
Yeah.
So I sit down, and they're like, how about this guy?
Oh, Jesus.
No way.
Wow.
And so I'm like, what's up, fellas?
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
Dude smacks me on my forehead, open palm. Pop. Now I, at the moment, had come from a place where bouncers could very well have gotten their friends to come in there, set me up to give me, and it'd be a big fucking joke. Because physical violence, right? Like we fucking hit each other all the time.
Yeah.
Right? If you're not paying attention when you're on job, head security walks by, he'll punch you in your nuts. If he can punch you in your nuts and drop you on your knee, you weren't doing your job. That was your problem, not his, right? Like it was that culture.
Best training you can get. Sucker punch.
Your eyes aren't tired.
Best training you can get. Right? But I guess at this time, when they walked in and picked you, you're the only 6'8" guy in the bar.
Right. I'm the biggest guy in the bar who's always, if it's going to be those guys looking to fight, you know, it's the David and Goliath thing, right? If I lose, he's an asshole. If I win, I'm that dude who took down the giant. And you can have a guy try to cut you with a bottle, you swing back, and everybody's like, come on, Rich. Right? Tell me about it. You're like, really? Really? Literally, you're just like, are you fucking kidding me, you know? So these 9 guys come in, the guy hits me on the forehead 3 times. There's the other guys wrapped around it, and all of them are just every time, right? Fucking idiots. So the 3rd time he hits me, I grab his hand, put it on the bar, grab my bottle like this. It's like, anyone fucking touches me again, I'm gonna break this on their fucking face. Guy tries to pull his arm away, but I'm not letting him move. And I was like, I'm dead serious when I say you need to get the fuck out of here. Why? I'm like, look around you. Everybody looking at you right now knows me. Who the fuck knows you? Like, you guys need to leave. Whistle the door guy. Door guy comes over, he kicks him out. They fucking start scrapping with him, get him a couple times lightly across the jaw. He goes out to the double doors. It's like, you know, 2 of those doors. And he's got his arms out like this, and they're all pushing on him. 2 guys come underneath him. So I'm standing there, and I'm fucking pissed right now. The guy has been hitting me.
Yeah. You're off work. You're trying to just relax and
I
enjoy
just got off
yourself.
work. We're kind of in a what the fuck kind of moment, but the door guy's got him. 2 guys come running at me, full speed, tight. They're both drunk. Pop one in the chest, just straight arm him. Spins on his ankle, breaks both the bones in his fucking leg.
Wow.
Spiral fractures, goes to the ground screaming. Other buddy pins up against the wall, looking at me super quiet. I was like, you help me get your buddy up, he's hurt. And I go to pick him up, and the guy just jumps, starts hitting me in the back of the head. Hit me in the back of the head.
Wait, the buddy or the spiral
The buddy. Knocks my fucking filling out, which ends up, I go to the dentist, which cracks the tooth, lose the tooth.
Cost you lost any tooth?
Yeah. All of these are all fake. They're all all of my front teeth.
I think that if you bounce long enough, you're going to lose your teeth. all 3 of us.
Have you ever reset it?
No, I haven't, but I started bringing a mouthpiece in. And shit would happen, and for those fighting, I'd just be like, pop.
See, that's that mental war right there. Right? Like, oh, you want to do this? It's good, because I brought my fucking mouth guard. Just
fisticuffs, eh?
Now that I've gotten older, now I just mace people. Right? Why get into it, right? Why even deal with it at all? Why even touch them at all? Just mace them in the face. There's less liability against me.
Yeah.
You know?
So these guys, they hit me to the floor. Cops show up. I said, call 911. They're like, I already called them. Cops show up. The one cop, I know all the cops at the fucking cop station. They all like me. They'd hand me a thing of license plates of stolen cars in the neighborhood, and I keep an eye out for them. If I
Okay,
hear anything, I give my friend a call. Like, I was down, man. You know, I've always decided to be good with them because they've always been there for me, and I understand in a pinch, that's where you go.
It's important
you know,
to have
these
a
are your
good
boys.
relationship with the police.
And the guys are cool. Everybody down there was really cool cops. One of them was an ex-bouncer from the early days.
Okay.
He was the cop of the year guy, so he worked at that station. All of them hated one cop. They called him Little Hitler. He got cop of the year for handing out the most parking tickets. He's not a parking cop.
Wow.
And he had a low mustache, greasy black hair on the side. And no one would work with him except for this one other cop, I guess this woman who he was kind of mousy, never spoke up for himself. So she got stuck with him. But he shows up, and he had a thing with me from the prior weekend with 2 Irish guys. And, and so he shows up. I'm spitting blood. These guys are all drunker and shit. And I'm like, these guys running away. Get those guys. Those guys are part of this, you know, the whole thing. And the cops are like, why don't you just slow your horses? And I'm like, this is what happened. Bartender's like, yeah, that's what happened. Patrons are like, those guys, those guys. And cop just like, you know what? I think this is more than a coincidence. I've been here twice in 2 weeks. I'm like, no, they've got just assholes coming out of the woodwork. Like, you know what? I didn't hire the assholes, you know? Like, but he's like, you just need to, I think it's you. All right. One night my buddy's not working. Fucking call, I text him while I'm waiting. They fucking throw me in cuffs. They put me down at the Mission Street jail. They bring all the guys in. All the guys fill out their reports. I fill out mine. I got times. I got, you know, I'm writing on the lines, the sentences. Find out, I look at their witness reports afterwards, and they came and stay on the line. It's like, fuck these cops and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, awesome.
Just, you know, this guy's a fucking dick. That's why we knocked his ass out. Like that.
Nice, thank you.
Cop didn't like us, let all 9 of them go, kept me.
Wow.
Then sends me 850 Bryant for violent crimes, where they decide I can't be left on my own recognizance, so they're gonna have me spend time at 850 Bryant's top floor for violent criminals.
Without to be a heist or anything, just how was this Little Hitler cop? How tall was he?
He was like 5'5".
Okay, see,
that guy. It's the guy in high school that got that mustache too early, still the same mustache.
Right.
And he always got kind of fucked with it. And then he's like, oh, I know how to exact my revenge. And then anybody who reminds him of those kids from his childhood are the problem, right? And I, honest to God, like, you know, I ended up fucking stopping at one guy, but, you know, I definitely got the short end of the stick. And it was just a horrible night. That night was the same night.
You get any fights in jail?
Well, so I get to fucking jail, and I'm kind of in a state of shock, and I'm talking to the cops about what happened. It sounds like they're like, yeah, they're sheriffs. Sounds like you got fucked. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, well, it fucking sounds like you're a pretty nice guy, and you don't look like the kind of guy who's usually in here. It's all these guys. So they process me, they fucking put me in the orange. They put me in, I'm a 42 waist. They put me in like 34 underwear.
Oh, Jesus.
All orange. They give me to fucking my cell.
Jail underwear that somebody else was worn, by the way.
I was not happy. So cops, you know, I started talking to them, and they realized that I got fucked, and they start putting the non-problem kids in with me. One kid who had a warrant, it was like some black kid got pulled over for a taillight. Like that kind of shit came in there. And he was young, man. He was like just 18. He was the nicest guy in the world. He's like, this sucks. And then another guy came in, he was a junkie. He kept coughing. I was like, I'm going to get tuberculosis. That's going to suck. But on about the second day, cops pull me out. And I'm like, so tell us what happened, man. Why are you here? And these, again, different cops. These are the guys in the octagon. They asked me up to the octagon, right? And I explained what happened. And they're like, you got hosed, man. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, where are those guys? You see them? No. Well, then they ain't here, man. They'd be here with you if that was the case. It's like second day, and I'm like, motherfucker. Just like, it all just accumulated. I was like, if we're all doing this, we're all just going to be let go. Judge has 72 hours from Monday morning. I went in Saturday night to review the case. I didn't come out till Wednesday night. And the judge threw it out. He read the reports, and he's like, this is ridiculous. How did this guy end up in that?
At least they threw it out.
Yeah.
They threw it out, you know. That was a big wake-up call for me. I was like, I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Amen.
You know,
and that could happen to any of us.
To go to
at
jail
any time.
At any time.
And that was
the pay scale of this job. That's one of the serious.
It's one of my biggest fears was putting somebody out, going to jail or something like that for anything that I did.